Guys, Deluded Guna, YouTube's and Golo Kante. A few of you have been asking me to do this sort of vid. You want me to speak about away from the transfers in regards to at least on the field how I'll change us if I could, especially in regards to next season to be more competitive. I say that lightly, or to try and better our season, or to try and be closer to the ones that are further away. I've done this video before, I'm sure. Obviously, tactics board, ignore what you just saw. I'm gonna try, man. Challenge accepted. So yeah, let's start. Like an idiot, I've messed up the diagram now, but let me just make a rough one. Now, obviously, it's not to scale. You guys know I lose a lot of these things, the pointer things. But yeah, man. Let me just quick first one, and the one that really annoys me, because when you see City, when you see Liverpool specifically, Salah, I know they didn't do it today. For context, I'm recording this off the back of just watching Man United, Liverpool. You didn't see that much today. City have done it. Chelsea, not now this season, but typically, this is how you're meant to press, bruv. This is how you're meant to press an opposition. Obviously, that's the opposition's box. This is how you're meant to press. Now, assuming it's free, this is let's just say it's 4-3-3. It's not exactly, but let's just say that because it's 3 and 3 in it. This is how you're meant to press. Press together. Don't let them out. Press, squeeze, squeeze, press, squeeze, squeeze. You don't let them out. How many times have we, as Arsenal fans, seen that happen to our team and we get beat up? We saw it twice in a week, essentially, against City. That's how you're meant to press. So that's the first thing. Some coordinated pressing. Specifically, when Alexis Sanchez was at Arsenal, and I know he does it at United, it seems like he's doing it for no reason. But he used to press alone, and you would see him on a regular basis go like that. Obviously, if we're not pressing together, if some men are pressing and some men are not pressing and some men are doing other stuff, there's no coordination. We're not on one page. Obviously, if that happens, there's going to be gaps around the field that the opposition can exploit. So for context, that's how you should be. When it's us, it's more something like this, man. Like, just random shit. Like, it will be someone pressing by themselves. Someone might back it. One of our midfielders, for some reason, is marking the space. One's left him. And then them man there are just doing whatever. So that would be my thing, firstly. Firstly, it would have to be pressing. And then the next one is more the centre midfielders now that I want to talk about. Now, we know at Arsenal, we've got some, maybe not now, and we're not on the best of terms with these players, but 9 times out of 10 we've been blessed with some technically amazing footballers at Arsenal in the central midfield. I mean, what we say about Xhaka, Ramsey, Wilshere, they're not the complete package or the players we need them to be, but they're all good passes and all of them things there. Sadly, there's more to being a midfielder than that, and this isn't a criticism of anyone. I think this is mainly to do with Wenger. This is where I'm getting at Wenger. Cool, they'll do the passing thing, but they have to defend as well. More time. How many times have you seen the high ball as well? Mustafi and Sergio at Wembley. I'm not gonna blame the midfielders for that, because Mustafi should have patterned up. But what would have happened, for instance, away from people covering and all the other things I listed before, if a midfielder was to drop and been the one jumping with Sergio. If he's the one's jumping with Sergio, Mustafi can drop now. Now, if Mustafi, he's proven he's a dud, but if he messes up even more from that, then there's a problem. But more specifically, how many times, you've seen Ramsey and Xhaka and Wilshere, how many times have we seen goals conceded from crosses? Yes, the fullback should be stopping that. Yes, back four should be communicating and shuffling across. But plenty of times I've seen Xhaka, the cross is coming in, and Ramsey on the other side, the cross is coming in. Don't stop the cross. Stop the cross. Stop the cross. Midfielders, there's dirty arts to the game. Like, being a midfielder is not just about scoring goals and all of these lovely passes and all of these things. And while we're on the midfielders, I haven't even got a football, it'd be a better example. Typically, when our midfielders receive the ball, how many touches? Let's just, every time I move, it's a touch, guys. We'll be like, yay, nice, let's get a touch of the football. You get one. Touch, 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 little touches. And it allows the opposition to defend and build their block against us. Typically, the best footballers do things in less touches, and we're not the best at Arsenal, but typically, on a basis that we're a top 6 club, I've previously said how much good technical ballers we have, and regardless of what we think specifically about the midfielders, they're all pretty good technically. So why are we taking things that can be done in 2 touches, 3 touches? Why are we doing it in 10? Do it, especially Xhaka. Like, Xhaka gets a lot of crap. Xhaka's my guy, yeah. Under another manager, I'm keen to see how he played, because I know the next manager is not going to be on having him doing this patient nonsense. How many times have you seen Xhaka clip a ball over the top? It might work, it might not. But that's what you want to see. You want to see just grab the ball, boom, bang, in behind, in behind, like Kevin De Bruyne. When he got the ball, when he gets the ball, he's trying to hit Sane, Sterling, whoever, in behind. So you can get from that. I want us to play more direct as well, less patient, more direct, and them things there. Tactical fouls as well. Where have I dropped all my things? One sec, guys. I'm getting so passionate and excited that I'm bringing you guys this vid. I'm not even patterning it up. Typically, let's just say this is typically Arsenal. It's an exaggeration, but typically this is every man flying forward, isn't it? The opposition, pretend we're playing in red with someone else. I can't find a blue one at this moment in time. Pretend this is an opposition one. I'll keep my hand on it. Yeah? Any other normal team, if this guy breaks, any normal other team is going to bring him down. Arsenal don't do that, and that's why we concede many goals on the counter. When we played against City, it didn't matter if it was Otamendi or Corden. They saw the importance of stopping the move, taking a yellow card for the team. I'm not saying being an idiot and get yourself sent off, but what do you do if you take one for the team? You, especially away from home, you take the rhythm out of the opposition. You frustrate them. If you frustrate them, obviously they're going to try more likely to break you down, but they're more likely to make mistakes. They're more likely to lose their concentration, both offensively and better for us defensively. So we can take advantage of that. So there would be my main things, to be honest with you. And then on top of that, I'd like to see better movement, but I've already spoken of, you know what, I ain't. The movement thing. Everybody's again, don't get hung up, I'm exaggerating a bit, obviously, to make the point. But when 9 times out of 10, when man's got the ball, when a man, let's just say he's got the ball, when a man's got the ball, everybody's next to each other. Like, everybody's next to each other. I get that everyone wants a touch, but everybody's next to each other. Nothing can happen. To mash up defence and mash up other midfielders, opposition midfielders, we need someone blurting down the flanks. We need someone running it, whether that's Ramsey or Lacazette, running in behind. Because then what does this happen? What happens then? Them three have run. Ozil or someone, they can creep. There's now space vacant. If someone wants to mark them, if someone wants to mark him, then there's space down the flank for you to get involved. There's space down the midfield for you to get involved. The fullbacks, if this is a fullback, you come. You lot come. And we've now, on top of having space, we're now in the opposition's half properly. And we're squeezing them. And we're making holes in them. You get it, guys? I'm not an expert. It's not as easy as that. But just as an honest man that's watched my team for many years, specifically these last 3 years is what has got me in particular. That's what we need. Obviously, the zonal marking thing as well. I don't even think I could show you, man, that, like... Wait, near post, far post. I ain't even got no opposition, so let's just... Man, I'm marking, innit? Our marking, I can't really show you it, but our marking, I've tried to do zonal. Learn the zonal thing properly if we're going to do zonal. If we're going to do zonal or man marking or a mixture of it, you have to take pride, as much pride in defensive arts and defending as much as we do these pretty little rondos when we score the perfect goal and them things there. There's not really... I can't really show you that one, but you get it. And lastly, for me... Let me. It's just the proactiveness, and this isn't really a problem. It is a problem, but I don't know how to describe this one, but the shuffling across, man. I've already kind of highlighted it. Let's just say them three are midfielders. Let's just say them man are there are midfielders. Cool. It doesn't matter if it's the fullback. If it's a fullback, why don't we shuffle across? Someone can fill in, and vice versa. You get me? Or if our fullbacks have gone, why doesn't one of our midfielders ever drop into space and help? Why doesn't anyone just drop? Like, that wasn't like I was holding that weird. But you get it? Like, for me, it's the shuffling across and filling in the spaces. Like, we're not proactive in that sense, and that's why we are where we are. So yeah, there's not much more to be said on that front, man. Guys, I hope I've tried to knock this on the head. You guys know I'm never running from a challenge. I said I'd make the vid, so I made the vid. I know a couple of you probably thinking he's chatting nonsense. He ain't brought it out. But yeah, man. Guys, Deluded Guna, YouTube's N'Golo Kante. Get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for sticking with the tactics board. Yeah, man. Guys, Deluded, I'm out.